What's up, guys? Everybody got their coffee out? We'll start here in a couple minutes. Everybody populate in. What's up, Shelby? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Instagram? Remember, guys, I'm on Instagram. If you prefer the wide charts, you can go over to @Student Alpha on YouTube. Watch me there. Morning, Brian. Morning, Grieve. Morning, guys. Questions, tickers, someone in the comment box. We'll start here in 30 seconds. Let people populate in. Outstanding. All right, guys, good morning. Happy Friday, February 20th. February 20th. We're 1 week away from silver expiration, so we got to keep an eye on that. And I think metals break free a little bit from there. We've already seen rolling over the open interest, so which should reduce some of the volatility that we were expecting, meaning that people aren't asking for delivery; they're rolling their positions over, so that lightens the load. And CME is breathing a sigh of relief. Today, guys, we had PCE and GDP numbers drop. The GDP numbers were horrible, were a severe miss, and PCE numbers showed that inflation is going to be relatively sticky, and we saw the indices sell off and metals rebound. Sticky inflation is bad for the indices and good for metals. Basically, that's what that means. All right. Speaking of which, let's get into, again, if you have questions or tickers, guys, you can throw it in the comment box. I'll take a look at it as I wrap up my part of the report. I like to take time and answer your questions. And if I don't get to your questions, you can go to my free Discord and always tag me and ask a question or ask for a chart. And I'm always happy to take a look at it for you. Well, here I am. Didn't have my chart up. Let me get my ducks in a row. There we go, guys. All right. I see your questions. Keep asking them. I'll get to them in a second, guys. All right, so the ES, this is S&P 500, open price 68.61, high a day 68.75, low a day 68.33. Again, we are short the indices right now, looking for new shorts. Look at this. My matrix indicator, I talk about it all the time. Everybody wants to know, hey, Sean, will you come trade with me? No, I'm not coming to your house, I'm not sending you a trade test. But what you can have is you can have my education helping you trade. You see this indicator right here? You'd hunt 10 points on that sell signal. You got paid pretty quick. So you had the signal in the cross. You already had declining momentum. You had aggressive bearishness. It's going to give the signal again for us in the war room, guys. Yep, look at that. Paid 10 points. Matrix for the win. All right, and on the trend indicator, you want to see this go green, green, and then back down, right? Because when you add the matrix to your charts, well, I have instructional videos and explanations for you guys. All right, let's get into the Russell 2000. RTY M2K. Let me adjust this. There we go. Man, I don't like the way it looks. There it goes. Open price 26.62, high day 26.66, low day 26.33. Why is it? Did I pull the wrong numbers? Let me look. Anyway, we're short bias below 26.67. Our next short opportunity, guys, is, and look, there was no short signal in this. right? So why did it not signal a short? It called buys over here, but why didn't I get a short off this? This is an entry you could have taken manually. This is a very important reason for you matrix users, because at this moment, this thing was running a very tight channel, and it was so close to bias, you did not have bias confirmation, believe it or not, on the hourly. Remember, my white line is an estimation where bias will change back, but at the time, if I look at the hourly, you did not have the hour on your side. I did that, guys, to reduce noise and signaling. It's very important. But B setup would have been excellent. I got a lot of traders who take that trade entry and add to it on that, and they would have been paid nicely, right? All right. NQ, folks, or our bias is right here at 24,890. You can see that our next trade setup will be, for most, our primary reads occur on the 5-minute, folks. So our next short opportunity is around 24,800. Again, it's sold off. I don't have the signal on here. We can turn it on though for you guys. There you go. Okay, same thing. When it's running that close to bias, it will not give you confirmation of the signal. We didn't get a signal. That's fine, because you went high. That's one level of confluence that we didn't have, right? So it had not. Now the next signal, because we're new hour, will be, if we get to this line, you will get the signal. It's just important to understand how this works, right? High level confluence. I've had a couple fucking twats come onto my social media because I'm getting traction, call me a fraud, say I'm just selling courses, I don't know how to trade. No, fuck them. My traders watch me do this shit every day. If you're one of my traders, let them know. Right? We went 1 for 2 on Monday during the holiday in futures. We won 1, we lost 1. And since Monday, we are 7 for 7 on our trades. Right? Making over $1 million average. So those guys don't have to fucking trade with me. I don't care. Nobody does. I don't make the bulk of my income selling courses, guys. I don't know what to tell you. So, but anyway, haters going to hate. That's fine. Doesn't hurt my feelings. The funny thing is, if they knew anything about me, they would never say it to my face. For those that know me, know what I'm talking about. Know me personally. All right, let's look at metals. A lot of you guys are interested in metals. I am too. Look at the buy signal right there. I took this buy signal. I'm already out. I took it to the high a day at the time, which kicked me out on this candle, actually into these wicks. So it did press up higher, but I saw high a day. Whoops, sorry. Can't see it on Instagram. So high a day previous, when I took this buy, the high a day was right here. So that's where my exit was. I left some money on the table, but you have to on a good trade, right? It has to pierce your thing. We'll hopefully get a new signal in the war room. We are well above bias at 50.30, and this is futures. We're at 50.64. Our next buy signal is about 50.52 in futures and spot, guys. Looks like it's about a 10-point difference. Next buy signal will be buying. So let's turn this on so you guys can see this. So you can toggle this on and off when you own the matrix, right? There you go, same buy signal. And I would have taken this. Usually I hunt 20 points. I stretched it and got like 28 because I was taking it to the high a day with 20 points of risk, which I liked because it put me below the VWAP, and that is important. That's why you come to my war room. Okay, war room's led by myself and Prop Firm Kid. So there you go. Silver. Listen, guys, I don't give 2 shits about silver. Just know this number right here. If we can, it's actually at, let me zoom out for a minute. It's not able to back calculate on a smaller time frame. That's why your VWAP moves, guys. Some of you guys asked me about that. Right there. You got to know that number. I did a video on this. Go check it out. I think it was 1 or 2 days ago. I did 4 trade plans for you in silver. Go look it up. Yeah, I'll check those tickers. I see it, guys. Stand by. So before expiration, before next Friday, I like a short at that all-time high anchored VWAP. And then 71 is your downside support, this wick right here. If that breaks 64 and 55, you need to have, if all hell breaks loose, you need to have a skunk order at 55. But listen, there will be volatility, but it's been reduced because we see open interest declining for the rollover. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's why you buy my course. That's why you come learn from me. Because one of the things I do in my war room is not only do I trade, I teach. My goal is to let you, I don't do smoke and mirrors bullshit. It's not ICT, it's not smart money concepts where, I don't understand why you can't find the fair value gap. Look, the gap is right there. Biggest bunch of horse shit I've ever seen. So, my system's 100% replicatable. Was that a word? And so my traders stay with me because of the experience and leadership that we provide. They can already trade for themselves. All right. But anyway, those are two numbers you got to watch in silver. Only thing I want to say about platinum, guys, is how many times on here did I scream buy 2,000? How many times? Huh? Look, guys, how many times did I tell you to buy that zone? You're up 150 points. You're welcome. Palladium, don't sleep on it. For my guys to get my morning report, I talked about it. Don't sleep on palladium. All right, let's get to your questions and tickers here. What do you got? Let's see. Let me check you out, YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. Remember, guys, you guys at Student Alpha, go check it out. I got exclusive content there. I'll be putting out more this weekend. If you guys want to learn about me and my background, go watch some of the videos on that. I'm not just a 21-year-old snot-nosed kid that rented a Lambo and an Airbnb and don't know shit about trading and sell courses. What's up, Mom? You guys like my shirt? A guy like me is hard to find. It's a Sasquatch, for those that don't know. Can I take a look at Bitcoin? Let's look at shitcoin. Let's see it. So, I've never been a Bitcoin fan. Of course, I can do analysis on it. I've never been a fan. I don't own any. I've owned a lot of crypto over the years. I was an original investor in 2017 in a lot of crypto. But a couple things I want to point out to you. There you go. That buy zone in this, and this is looking at the technicals and then trusting. We have a crypto expert named Crypto John. He's got the exact same education level as me. Remember, there's only 5,500 people worldwide with that education, and another one is on my team. Buy zone is right around 59,000 with stop loss to your risk tolerance, and that all-time high anchored VWAP over tops at 100,000. This thing is done unless it breaks and holds above 100,000. Remember about Bitcoin, guys. The thing it had a finite supply, 21 million. Supply and demand would push the price all-time highs, and then BlackRock and all that come in, and they started creating paper, ETFs, options, all that shit. So, in effect, the supply is no longer finite; it's infinite. Currently estimated about 700 million. So, what's that going to do to price? Same thing that they're doing to silver, guys. As long as the derivatives markets are allowed to just stack up as many pretend Bitcoins as possible, this is never going to see the all-time highs again. Sorry, it's not good news. Good, Rachel. I like those skunk order levels. Although, keep in mind, Rachel, that with the rollover in open interest, we probably won't have as deep a penetration. But of course, the short attack could take us there. But we're kicking the can forward right now. What VWAP am I using? So the VWAP is the daily VWAP. Guys, look, if you go to, let me move this for Instagram. If you go to indicators up here, guys, and you type in Student Alpha in the search, Student Alpha VWAP, you'll have my same VWAP. That's a free indicator that we've added to the system. For you guys. So you can go grab that. My matrix indicator is proprietary. I took I put about $15,000 in building this bad boy. Like trading with me. Yeah, you're welcome, Steven. All right, getting to you guys. Instagram, let's see what questions you have. I'm not done with you guys, YouTube. If you have extra other question. Nope, my birthday's a week from today. Next Friday, guys. Let's scroll back. Zach's traveling adventure. So the matrix, this signaling is specifically for day trading. However, that's only one tool within the matrix. This bad boy right here is the machine, and it works on all time frames. It helps you guys. Look, there are a ton of momentum indicators, stochastics, MACD, RSI, and of course, volume. I could go on and on and on, right? Tricks, there's a number of them. But what I did is I built in and weighted calculations into this, so it's a simple color-coded system, and it works on all time frames. So you can swing trade with it. Gives you Terran status. Remember, if you're a day trader, you're inside of an hour. So look, hour, 30 minute, 15 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute. Right? So, and then the signals that pop up are based on, see if I got one here. Guess I don't have my signals turned on this one. I'll turn it on real quick. Stay with me, guys. Hey, I got a free warm. You guys can all join me today. If you go to my free Discord, go to the announcements, you can come trade with me for free today. So you get the signals specifically on the 5 and 1 minute. So you just want, if you're trading like daily, the most valuable thing about this matrix is this for you, and then the high, low, open, the other things, and the VWAP that are all placed on there. All right. So, all right. What other questions you got here, guys? And again, if I don't get to your questions, because I got a lot of you guys, a lot of questions, go to my free Discord, tag me in there, ask me questions, and I answer everybody. Silver, we did silver. You got to go back and look at 2 reels ago, because I did 4 trade setups for you. 84 and 71 are the 2 numbers you need to know, but I have trade setups. It's like 2 videos ago on my Instagram. Let's see. Ego, entry for ego that Mayer's talking about. So Mayer talks about fundamental buys. I talk about technical buys. So look, last time we talked about this in the group at Driving Markets, guys, we identified this buy zone. Remember me talking about this when it was up here? It tapped that buy zone and ran. What's important to understand is that middle red line is the average price for the trend based on 2 standard deviations, if you know math. So you want to follow that line. I mean, now, because we've already tapped that entry, you want to look at, it's going to be a higher price point on the average because it's still upward sloping. So somewhere around $40. You put your stop loss just outside 2 standard deviations, so you're going to trail it by $6 or $7. If that's too much risk for you, then you're going to go right there below that pivot swing. So $5. There you go. That's ego. Of course, you can tag me in Driving Markets, and I'll answer it for you guys. Can I check you? Absolutely. So let's go to you. Look at that, guys. What I say? This all-time high. Oops, sorry. Let me move this for Instagram, folks. I keep forgetting you guys are short. If you like wider charts, guys, go to YouTube. All-time high anchored VWAP. When that 1 tap, 2 taps. That's actually a strong candle. I wish there was more volume, but this is going to head. That's my trade plan, buying in and around that level, and then this thing is going to do this. But if you're here yesterday, what has to break? What is resistance? Come on. I'm teaching you guys every damn day. The second all-time high anchored VWAP. Once that breaks, off she goes. So that means you're running out of opportunities. There you go. You. Good questions, guys. Look at you guys go. Came prepared. Gold. Right now, gold has jumped back into its channel between 5,000 and 5,100. Right? Break and hold of 5,100 will be significant, although I think it's going to be suppressed going into the next week. We're probably going to be range bound. There you go. Yes, I am going to create a swing indicator. I already have one. I don't need to create it. It's just I need to launch it, right? How much is the matrix indicator? Well, how much is it to trade with me? It's not cheap, but it's well worth it. You can ask go to my free Discord. The first week I launched that indicator, collectively the buyers made over $50,000. Guys, it's CMT level education on a chart. I mean, What it is, it's a Formula One race car, high performance machine. You still got to drive it. It does come with instructions. Let's see what else you guys got. All right, back to YouTube real quick. Blitz 26, don't be using high leverage today. I don't recommend it. All right, guys, I got to go. Hey, yeah, if you DM me, Rachel, or tag me in the Q&A, I'll do Oclo for you because I'm out of time. My free trading war room. Go to my Discord, click the link in the announcements, and you can come trade with me. New York Open here for the next hour. Have a good one, guys. Look for my weekend update on YouTube at StudentUp. I'll be putting that out. All right, have a good one.